People of faith are more than conquerors, which means you've got to get in the conflict before you can conquer. But what was it that got Abraham into the fight? These kings that don't want to pay taxes, they sack Sodom and they sack Gomorrah. And a messenger comes to Abraham and he says in Genesis 14 and 12, they took Lot also. Abraham watches them destroy 11 cities, but they take one of his relatives, and that's one too many. Let me ask you something. Where are the members of your family today? Where are those that God has given you in the household of faith? You may watch a lot of things in this world happen, but the second this world takes one of your own, it's time to go to war. It is time for you to engage in a spiritual conflict, and in spite of the nature of the fight, you have got to know that God himself will fight with you. So Abraham does. He takes 318 of his men and he goes and he gets Lot back. Not only does he get Lot back, but he gets 11 loots. All 11 cities. He takes all of that gold, all of that silver, and he brings it back. So guess who's waiting for him at Abraham's tent? The king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, and the rest of the warlords. Abram, did you find anything down there where you went and, anything looks like this? It's real nice, lots of diamonds. That's mine. And here's what the wicked king wanted. Abram, let's split it up. Understand this. Wicked, worldly people will always want something from you when you have something that they want. But when they get what they want, they're done with you. Abram says, I don't want any part of this. All I'm going to do is give a tithe to Melchizedek. Now, who's Melchizedek? Melchizedek is a priestly king, and the Bible says he was a priest before the Lord. He is a type and shadow of Jesus Christ. When you read Genesis 14, you see 10 kings. 9 are wicked. 1 is righteous. The righteous one shows up last. What's the message? You can look at every empire and every kingdom throughout all of history, but there is one king who is yet to appear. He is the final king. He is the righteous king. He is the priestly king. He is Jesus Christ, King above all kings and Lord above all lords. And when he shows up, there won't be anything in this world worth having. The only thing you'll want is all that he is, because he will be all that you need. Give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Now, after these things, we finally got you to Genesis 15. For those of you who've missed class, you're finally caught up. Abraham's house is empty. The warlords and the righteous king have gone. Lot, who was living in Sodom, that Abraham went through such effort to redeem from trouble. Do you know where he went? Right back to Sodom. Have you ever been frustrated by someone you pulled out of the mud, and the first place they stepped when you let their hand go was right back in the mud? Am I preaching to myself? So Abram is sitting there. Empty house. No one to talk to. Frustrated because Lot has gone back right to where we pulled him out of. And that's when the Bible says, and the word of the Lord came to Abraham. I love the fact that when there's nobody left to talk to, that's when God speaks up. There's somebody here today that has talked to doctors, and the doctors have given you every medical answer, and there's no doctor left to talk to. And there's somebody here today who's talked to the bankers and the financiers, and they've told you all of the things that you don't qualify for, and financially there's nobody left to talk to. And there's somebody here that sat down with a local expert about the circumstance that you're facing, and the local expert says, well, statistically, considering all of the problems that you've been through and all that's happened, there's just nothing we can do. And circumstantially in your life, there's nobody left to talk to. Child of God, I am greatly encouraged today to let you know that's when God speaks up. That's when the great physician says, you've talked to the doctors, but talk to me. I'll heal that sickness and disease. You've talked to the bankers, but talk to me. I am Jehovah Jireh, who will provide your every need according to riches and glory. You've talked to all of your friends, and you've talked to all of your relatives, and all they're giving you is hopelessness. But talk to me. I am a God of all hope, and I can make a way where there seems